A very good morning. This is Kiran Mantry, an English teacher. Today I am going to teach the topic direct and indirect speech. Let's get started. As we know, we may report the words of a speaker in two ways. The first way is direct speech and the second way is indirect speech. Let's get to know what is a direct speech. We may report, we may quote the exact word, the actual word of the speaker is called direct speech. And we may quote what he has spoken without quoting his exact word is called indirect speech. Hope it's very clear. What is a direct speech? Let me tell again. We may quote the actual word of a speaker is called direct speech, but we may quote what he has said without quoting his exact word is called indirect speech. Now let's write the definition of direct speech and indirect speech. We may quote his exact words. We may quote his exact words is called direct speech. We speak accurately what the person has said. But what is an indirect speech? We may report what he has said. What he has said without quoting his exact words. Got it? So, direct speech, we may quote his exact words, and indirect speech, we may quote what he has said, but without quoting his exact word or actual word is called indirect speech. So, these are the two definitions of direct speech and indirect speech. Well, now let me tell you an important part of direct speech. So, a direct speech is divided into two parts. So, what are these two parts of a direct speech? Let's come to know. Let me write an example of direct speech first. Rama said, I am unwell. So, this is an example of direct speech. So, this sentence is divided with a simple comma. This sentence is divided with a simple comma. And the first part is whatever is there outside the inverted comma is called reporting verb. Reporting verb, and whatever is within the inverted comma is called reported speech. Well, so whatever is within the inverted comma is called reported speech, and whatever is outside, it means whatever is before the comma is called reporting verb. Well, we have certain rules and regulations to follow while changing from direct speech into indirect speech. In direct speech, whenever the reporting verb is in the past tense, the reported speech is in the present tense changes into past tense. For example, simple present becomes simple past, and present continuous changes into past continuous, present perfect changes into past perfect. Also, simple past changes into past perfect. These are the certain rules to be followed while changing from direct speech into indirect speech. Well, now we shall apply all these rules with these examples. Now let's start from simple present. Let's see how simple present changes into simple past. Rahul said, I am sick. So as per the rule, if the reporting verb is in the past tense and the reported speech in the present is present tense changes into past tense. So this is simple present. Very clear. I am sick is in the inverted comma. This is in reported speech. This is in simple present and it is going to be changed into simple past. Rahul said that he was sick. Again, the most important thing is that whenever we change from direct to indirect speech, the comma which we have in direct speech is removed. Also, the double inverted comma is removed. And now, instead of this comma, we use the word that while changing from direct to indirect speech. So, simple present becomes simple past, and this is what is applied now. Rahul said, I am sick. Rahul said that he was sick. Now we shall see another example of present continuous tense. Sita said Vandana is playing. So Sita said is okay already in this is the reporting verb is in the past tense and Vandana is playing is reported speech which is in present continuous tense. Now let's see how this present continuous tense changes into past continuous tense. Sita said that, as I said, comma is removed. Also, the double inverted comma also is removed. Sita said that Vandana was playing. Hope it's very clear. Now let's switch on to the another example. How present perfect changes into past perfect. Raju said, Rohit has gone to the school. Raju said, Rohit has gone to the school. So this is in present perfect tense. Let's see how the present perfect changes into past perfect. Raju said that Rohit had gone to the school. Alright. Now let's see how simple past changes into past perfect tense. Kumar said Suman wrote a letter. Kumar said Suman wrote a letter. Now this is in simple past tense. Let's see how this simple past changes into past perfect tense. Kumar said that Suman had written a letter. So simple past changes into past perfect tense. Yes, again, there are certain exceptions where we cannot follow these rules. The rules already which I taught. So, those exceptions are like universal truth, habitual action, etc. So, one example for general truth. Rahul said, the sun rises in the east. Rahul said the sun rises in the east. So the sun rises in the east is universal to general fact. Sun never rises in the west or north or south. As we know, it always rises in the east. So this is the universal truth or general fact. So this is why whenever we change into indirect speech, it remains same. Rahul said that the sun rises in the east. The rule cannot be followed in this case because this is the general truth. Now we have another example for habitual action. Raju said, Aman reads book. Raju said Aman reads book. So reading is Aman's habit. Aman used to read book. Aman is reading book. Aman will be reading book. So reading is his habit. Reading is his hobby. So in this case also the tense remains same. Now this tense is in simple present tense, but if we follow the previous rules, then it will be changed into past, simple past. But because this is exceptional and this is the habitual action, so this is why the tense remains same. Raju said that Aman reads books. Well, now we have another important rule. In the direct speech, whenever the reporting verb is in the present tense or in the future tense, the tense of reported speech remains same. It means the tense of the reported speech never changes. Once again, in the direct speech, whenever the reporting verb is in the present tense or in the future tense, the tense of the reported speech remains same. It means the tense of the reported speech never changes. For example, Ram says, Kumar is a good student. Ram says Kumar is a good student. Now, Ram says this is the reporting verb and this is in simple present tense. As I said, if the reporting verb is in the present tense or future tense, the tense of the reported speech never changes. It cannot be changed. So, in indirect speech, when we convert into indirect speech, what will be? Ram says that as it is, Kumar is a good student. Alright. Another example for Raju will say Raja is dancing. Raju will say Raja is dancing. So Raju will say the reporting verb is in the future tense. Because the reporting verb is in the future tense, the tense of the reported speech cannot be changed. It remains as it is. Raju will say that. Raju will say that Raja is dancing. Raju will say that Raja is dancing. Again, another most important thing to keep in mind while changing from direct speech into indirect speech is this. Now changes into then. Now becomes then. Whenever we have the word now in the direct speech, then while converting from direct to indirect speech, the now word becomes then. Here changes into then, ago changes into before, thus changes into so, today becomes that day, tomorrow becomes the next day, yesterday becomes the day before, last night becomes the night before, and again, another most important thing. Will changes into would, shall changes into should, may changes into might, can changes into could. This is another most important thing to keep in mind while changing from direct speech into indirect speech. Well, we have come to an end of this class. We have again many more things to learn, to know, but for today, the class is only this much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.